I know that you've heard it before. Africans do not like African Americans. I've been told the same thing several times growing up in America. And let me tell you, when I stepped foot on the continent, I realized that that whole thing was a huge lie, a trope that's meant to drive division between us. Y'all check this out. Yeah, family, we got to deal with this. We have been miseducated. There's been a wedge driven between us and our brothers and sisters on the continent. We've been lied to about our ethnicity. We've been lied to about our heritage. We've been lied to about so many things that I'm thankful that I had the opportunity to go back and witness and experience certain things for myself. I spent 2 weeks in Africa. And let me tell you, that the things that we've been told are patently false. There was not this experience of hostility, anger, or resentment that I felt. I didn't feel it at all. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I was in Johannesburg, I was in South Africa. Throughout South Africa, we went to Tanzania, we were in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and then we went to Nairobi, Kenya. Nowhere in any of these countries, not even on the airlines traveling to these different destinations, that I feel any racism, that I feel, there was some, I'm gonna tell you, I did feel some racism. I felt some racism. I felt some condescension. I felt some discomfort when I was around some Europeans and around Arabs. That's just what it is. I felt it. I know what it is because I grew up in Alabama. I know it when I feel it, and I'm not going to make excuses or apologize for it. But that was primarily in the airport. But when I touched down in Johannesburg, the hotel staff they were very, very kind. Even when we went into Soweto, and I understand that that's more of the touristy area. But we went into Yeoville. Yeoville is a pretty rough area in Johannesburg, outside of Johannesburg, one of the townships. And even there, we were walking down the street. I wish that I would have been able to post some video. Here, I'll post a video here of us just driving down the street. But it was an open market, and it was not safe to take out my phone and film during the time. At least that's what, my guy told me. Shout out to my man, Oluwase Ajibola, good friend of mine who's very, very familiar with South Africa. And we were in a quote unquote dangerous area. But even then, I did not feel racism. I did not feel that they did not want me there. You understand? They were trying to do business. We were in Dar es Salaam, and we were in, what's the name of that area? Cardiaco. We were in Cardiaco. And man, when I tell you, it was like what I had seen in the movies. Is shoulder to shoulder. Everybody's moving, advancing. They're trying to sell you socks. They're trying to sell you spices. They're trying to sell you watches. They're trying to sell you anything and everything, suitcases, you name it. And I did buy some stuff there. So, got some great prices too, but I didn't feel that. So when we, as I just got to say it, we're Americans. We have this American concept. Even as Hebrews and awakened Israelites, the culture is being rediscovered. But oftentimes you bring these preconceived notions about how exchanges are going to go, that people are against you, because we're used to that. We're used to people being against us. We're used to our own people being judgmental. Excuse me, judgmental of us, judgmental of the way that we live our lives, how we dress, our hair, our cultural expression. Where, let's just say me growing up in Alabama, then I say, well, I realized that, we're Israelites and I'm a Hebrew. You have people that say, oh, well, man, you grew up in Alabama, Negro. Your name is whatever, whatever.
I'm going to name him Clay. I'm going to call him Clay. That's right. I think.
So they try to limit you and they judge what you do. I didn't feel any of that there. All I felt was a reception. I felt that they accepted me for who I was and showed me the same level of respect that I showed them, because I'm in a secure place in my masculinity. I don't have to come off and try to project like, yeah, y'all don't know what it is. You know, Atlanta in the house. We were at a coffee shop in Johannesburg. One of the guys was like, yeah, where y'all from? I said, we from Atlanta. What? You from Atlanta? My favorite rapper's from Atlanta. Do you know T.I.? No, I don't. Nah. Do you listen to his music? No, I don't. Not since Rubber Band Man, back in the day, old school T.I., before I began to wake up. But nah, I don't listen to that. But you're going to have to deal with this, family. And I challenge you to deal with it. I challenge you to address concerns where if Africa was such a bad place, a negative place, and you hear about the crime, but statistically, the crime is worse here in America. More murders occur in America than any place else in the world, hands down. When you deal with the police brutality, when you deal with all of that, yes, there's racism. There are a lot of things that's going on in Johannesburg. I get that. Had a chance to just to talk to some of the locals, talk to them about the politics, the things that President Ramaphosa is putting in place. Shout out to the EFF. I wanted to get me a red EFF beret. Y'all know I rock the berets. I ain't wear it today, but I wanted to get me a red EFF beret. Somebody see this? Y'all got the plug? Reach out to me. I need a red EFF beret. But yeah, family, we've been lied to. They do not dislike us. Actually, they're inviting to us. So I encourage you to travel the continent, go to Africa, see for yourself. I'll be posting more videos. There is this incredible collective consciousness that I was able to tap into that helped to raise my vibration and my thought process. My thought process and even my spirituality in the way that I connect to the Most High, because you have to have this, you have to have this ethnocentric spirituality, which the Hebrews already had, family. Hey, much love. I'll dial back in and talk to y'all again later. Check out some of these videos. Shalom. You'll see these guys on the motorcycles. They are very dangerous. They don't care. You better have some good brakes over here. I'm telling you. Just film a moment. We had to get something to eat now. Yeah, man. So we had to get something to eat. We've been out here in the city in Dar es Salaam. In the more dense parts. Now we're about to go find some grub. Woo. It is hot. It's like 90 degrees, but it's breezy. I guess because we're so close to the water. Because it's so close to the water, the air moves. But you think about the measure of your life. What does my life mean? Why do I make myself feel like I'm so special when it's billions and billions of people on the earth, and every one of us feel like we're special? I'm not saying that we're not, but you gotta understand we're all part of this circle of life. Okay, bump. Hold on, we jumping out the grub.